My name is Donna Combs, and I teach at Breathitt County High School. When I applied for this innovation grant, I wanted to not only teach the kids something that would help them further in life, but also help our little community as well. So we decided that we would do lap quilts for hospice. We had done a couple other projects and for the hospital and the nursing home, and we saw a lot of enjoyment out of those small projects that we done. So that's what made us decide to do the lap quilts. Our problem of practice is going to be how to use in-person and virtual learning to create 20 to 25 lap quilts for hospice while still improving the students' math skills. The problem that we come up with is that the students, half of them never comes to school, and then the other half just comes 2 days a week because we're on a hybrid model learning. So what we have decided to do, that we will get the material, we'll purchase the material, we will make little kits for them to take home to actually, they're going to be tied. After they're cut, they're going to be tied. And then once they get that quilt done, they'll put it back in the Ziploc bag and they'll send it back to the school until we get all of those done. The strategies that we used is to learn how to increase their knowledge, especially in the area of fractions. And we will be doing this by using repetitive practices and hands-on activities. Once these kids know how to understand how to complete fractions, and that is a weakness in this area, we will continue to practice and practice until they know that a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch, that can be added to get the total. So we will do a lot of hands-on activities, and we'll use Google Meet in order to do that. And then when they're here physically is when we will get the kits ready to go. Some of the resources that we need are the fleece material, acrylic rulers, of course the internet so that we could do Google Meets, Ziploc baggies, and we'll have to have the large ones, the 2.5, and scissors. Some kids, they just don't use a whole lot of scissors nowadays. Somebody else does it for them. We'll also need the support of our administrators when we get ready to deliver these quilts. And with this COVID-19, it makes it pretty difficult sometimes to get the students together. In order to prove our math skills, we're going to continue to practice, and the students will continue using them in different things. Like we'll use construction paper to cut this out to get some practice before we actually use the material. So I will tell them to cut 1/3 strips, and then they'll have to put them together, or I can tell them to cut 1/4, and then they'll have to show me that they can do that. The students will also learn that even a small quilt will bring comfort, and something as simple as learning how to do fractions can make something that they will enjoy the rest of their life. The research question that guided us in this project, of course, this carries over from some of the other ARI projects that we have done, but the one that guides this one is how can we as young adults use math in real life situations to benefit those around us. The innovation grants is a great ideal and it's a great project. But with my students, we don't just like to do projects that our kids can learn from, but also that involves community service that helps them to grow and connect with their communities. We have done pillowcases, we've done benches, we've done pillows for the nursing home and hospital, and to see the delight on a patient or resident's face just to when them are delivered. We delivered the benches a couple years last year during this pandemic, and we couldn't actually see the patients, but we saw some pictures on Facebook later that they was enjoying them while they was visiting in the visiting room. How will we know that our project was a success? When we complete 20 to 25 fleece blankets from the kits that we had created, then by using this hybrid model. As you can see, some of the kids do face-to-face learning, some of them do online learning, and then together we can make this happen. So what we will do is the ones that's coming in person, I will teach them. Also, I will have the ones that's online on a Google Meet, so they will see the same instruction that the other kids are seeing. And then we will get the bus drivers or some of the school officials to drop these off, or a lot of the parents sometimes will meet just one person. So what we will do is after we get these kits made, we'll get them to the families uh, of the students. The students will finish them up, and then they'll bring them back. Our outcome measured, we will measure the outcome of this project, but by connecting our math skills to real life situations and how math is not only important to this project, but essential to our world, and that it's something that we'll continually use, and that as we grow older, we'll use it more and more and more, and we'll appreciate it more because we do understand this. We will also know that this is a success by knowing that others appreciate something that we have created by using our math skills. Positive outcome. A positive outcome will be achieved when we deliver these quilts to our local hospice organization and know that they will bring comfort to those who are experiencing pain and fears of the unknown. I had a young man that when we delivered the pillows and the benches, he was part of that, and he really saw the delight on the faculty and staff and administrators' face when they realized that young people was taking their time and knowledge to build something or to create something that was going to help other people that they were involved in. Does anybody have any questions? If you do, you can contact me at donna.combs@breathitt.kyschools.us.